Please, this Europe is the same as London, right? So this is Tokyo, Sydney, Tokyo, London, New York. Now these are the sessions we have. We've all gotten this down, right? Now let's dive into them now. Now first, the Asian session. The Asian session. But I would love to flip it and start from the Sydney session, because this is the first one that comes, right? So I'm going to flip it a little bit and start from this guy. Are we together? Now the Sydney session, also known as what? The Australian session. Note very well. The Sydney session, also known as what? Australian session, is the first market to open. Sydney is the first market to open. Typically running from 10 p.m. to 7 a.m. 10 p.m. How many of us know the 10 p.m. I'm talking about it? When is that 10 p.m.? When me and you want to sleep? Yes, now. That is this night. That is the open of this market is what? 10 p.m. So Sydney opens what? Open at what? 10 p.m. And then the Sydney sessions runs all through to what time? To 7 a.m. That's for the Sydney. 7 a.m. Are you seeing it? So this is the first session that starts the day. This is the first trading session. Let's put it like that. So it runs from what? 10 p.m. to 7 a.m. So all through the night, when me and you are sleeping, these guys are having their 8 o'clock in the morning. Or 10 p.m. they're observing their 8 in the morning. So they are working. So if you want to transact with someone in Australia, you definitely need to be awake by this time. True or false? True. So you want to make a big transaction here. Now, why is it that this period is important for this particular country, or let's say continent, or let's say session? It's because most of their bank activities, economic activities, government-related activities are being done during this time. So that's their 8 o'clock. That's their morning. That's their working hour. So if the governor wants to make a speech, or the president wants to make a speech, or the big bank wants to make, Bank of Australia wants to transact, it will be during this hour 10 p.m. to 7 a.m. Right? Definitely our CBN will be sleeping by this time. So if the transaction wants to happen, if we want to transact with them, we need to be active during this timing, because they are fully active. Okay? Now one thing we know this Sydney session for is because of what? Low liquidity and volatility. Low liquidity. So the characteristics of the Sydney session or the Australia session is what? Low liquidity, low volatility. We'll explain that for you. I'm going to explain that for you. Alright? So when we hear this low liquidity, low volatility, means no much traders. Let's just put it like that. No much traders. It's just as if you want to go to a popular market late in the night. You will be the only one there. You and the scary ghost that will be in your mind. You'll be scared, So that is what you'll find in the Sydney session. Low liquidity, because out of the 4 sessions, 3 of them are completely off during this session, or let's say at the beginning of this session. So this session stands alone. So low liquidity and volatility compared to London or New York. It is often favored by traders looking for calmer markets to trade. Now, what's one funny thing here? The Sydney session is what preferred by traders who are looking for a calmer market to trade. Now, this don't look at this calm here to be a peaceful market. Don't take it to be a peaceful market. Take it to be a dead market. Now, when you open your shop on a day that government has announced curfew, what do you think will happen? When you open your shop the day when workers are observing Workers' Day, like when there is no transit, there is no movement on the road, or maybe during election, and you open your market, you not even experience calm, you experience peaceful. It will just be you. Your neighbor will not even want generator. Just be there. So it's more like a dead market because there are less participants in that market, right? So that's one interesting thing about the Sydney. So it opens by 10 p.m. and it closes at 7 a.m. 7 a.m. Now, what else do we need to know about the Sydney session? The Sydney session, as the first session after the weekend, is often set as the initial tone for early price movements and interact and reacts to weekend news. Now, whenever the market closes at the end of the week on Friday, most times when our Oga at the top, as I like to call him, the yellow guy, Donald Trump, he will make sure he does his wickedness during the weekend. So it will not impact so much on a weekday or during the market day, right? So he does his bombings, his declarations during weekends. So when market resumes, it can continue from there. Because if he does some certain things during a trading session, he will scatter the market because of volatility, right? So many people will react. So that's why it keeps it during weekend. Now the first session that will react is what? Sydney session. So if there's something that happened during the market on Saturday, once time gets to 10 p.m, what day? Wrong. Sunday, 10 p.m, Sunday night, Asian market has not moving. Feel like be sleeping. The market will react to it. Are we together? Now, optimal trading time, the best liquidity is often during the overlap with the Tokyo session. During what? 12 a.m. to 3 a.m. I personally added this here. I'll prefer what? 2. This is the best time to trade this particular session. So some traders find it very hard because of the eagerness to trade. Whenever there's a new trading day, you don't even want to wait for 9 o'clock in the morning. From as late as 10 p.m, you're already looking for a setup. They will set you up. Some traders are already looking for trading activities during that time, but that is a dead market, right? So the best time to trade this market is during what? The Sydney session, during that 12 a.m. to 3 a.m, which is the overlap. And I will explain what overlap means. An overlap of session is when a session collides with the same timing of another session. So that means you have like multiple sessions running. So if it's a single session, that's a trading session. But a session overlap is when a session is actually running with another session together. Now, when I'm talking about session, I mean like different countries now open at the same hours now. Just as Nigeria is currently active, Africa is active now. Same with the Europeans, they are currently active now. So there is an overlap, if you want to put it like that. Are you together? Okay, so there's an overlap of session when 2 sessions or multiple sessions are running together at the same time. Now, key focus are sessions focused on Australia and New Zealand economic data. So that's one thing you need to understand. What are the major movers in this Sydney session? Is what? Australia and New Zealand. Okay, these markets are the ones that move this session. So the news from Australia